too well. I don't know. This was just pain. Like, this was just straight up pain. I did not enjoy my time. I have not kissed yet. LOL, I think I just talked for like 2 minutes and it was not recording. I didn't really particularly want to be sobbing on page 1. This is Keira. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video we're going to be doing a reading vlog, and this month's reading vlog is going to be working on my 25 books of 2025. So basically, if you don't know what 25 books of 2025 is, I did like a whole video on it. But basically at the end of last year, kind of beginning of this year, I picked out 25 books that I want to read, and I was looking at it, guys. I'm not doing too well. Here is my little 25 books of 2025 spread. So I've read a total of 8 out of 25. I feel like I needed to be at least if we're like halfway through the year, I should be at least at like 13 at this point. So I'm hoping to read 3 in this video. Make sure to follow my socials down below, all the goodreads, my Amazon wishes, stuff like that. This thing on there. If you're check it out, like, comment, subscribe, and read me. And let's just get right into it. The 3 books that I'm hoping to get to in this video: Fearless, which I have already actually started. I'll give you guys a quick update on that. Summer Romance, which this has been by TBR, I think, for like 2 years now, so definitely have to be read. I actually, unfortunately, am going to the beach the day after this video goes up, so my dreams of reading this on the beach are not going to become a reality unless I go to a beach before then. Wild and Wrangled, the last book in the Rebel Ranch series. So, quick update on Fearless. I started this yesterday because I just wanted to get a head start. I'm actually starting this video kind of early because this book is 600 pages. I am on page 171. I can't give too much about this book, obviously, because it's literally the last in a trilogy. If you know how Reckless ended, why do we have to do this? And then you're slowly but surely learning why we have to do it. It's giving similar vibes to the first book, is all I'll say. This book has already made my heart ache so much because I've never met a male main character who just like feels so strongly for a female main character. Like, I feel like I'm about to tear up right now because he loves Peyton so much. There's so much yearning and so much like hurt and so much pain that comes with this book, and just being in his point of view and just like the poeticness of how he talks about her and how he describes her is just like, it's pulling at my damn heartstrings. But their banter is really, really good. Tension's great. Not like obsessed, but I definitely am flying through it. It's a really easy writing style, really easy to understand. Yeah, that's my little update on this book. I'm gonna continue reading it today. Really excited. Really nice weather out. I read outside my porch for a little bit, which was really, really nice. Hopefully we can knock some books off this 25 books for 2025. Let's get reading. Hello besties. So I'm currently on page 278. I'm probably like getting close to halfway through this book, and my one word for it is I'm confused. I wrote 2 notes. I don't know if they're really helpful, but I understand that this book, like a lot of things have to happen in this book. Obviously how the last book ended, it is so incredibly slow that I kind of just don't care. I was expecting something different, I guess. I don't even know what I was expecting. It's like, yeah, the writing is very poetic and it's very beautiful at times. Like, you can tell that these characters deeply feel for each other. It's very repetitive. I feel like the same 2 or 3 things are being said in both Kai and Peyton's point of views. The chapters were just very like bouncing back and forth to a bunch of different things, and it just felt like a little scattered. I'm just hoping things will pick up. What do you mean I still have 300 pages left? And I just have a very bad feeling about how good things are between Kit and Kai, but bad things are gonna happen, and I'm like, why? That is it for me. I will continue reading. Hopefully things get better, and I will update you guys at some point. I'm sorry, you guys are like looking up at me. Guys, I have finished Fearless. I actually finished it yesterday. I tried to film twice and I don't know why I just kept choking up. The emotions were still too fresh. I'm not gonna go too in depth into it. Honestly, like yesterday, I almost made like a whole like rant TikTok. I still might make a rant TikTok because like a spoiler edition. I'm not gonna put any spoilers in here. This book was very frustrating and it actually like really angered me. I don't know why. I'm gonna go with a 3.5. Not to go too like in depth with like everything, but I wrote like a few notes down that I think should be like okay to talk about. I will start off with my first little update with you guys. I was like, it's kind of like really fucking slow. And now upon finishing it, like I get why the plot was slow. Like there's a lot that has to happen in this book that makes like the plot go slow and it be like so long, but I still feel like this could have been like maybe a 400-page book, not a 600-page book. Like we could have taken like 200 pages out of this book. Things were a little just too rushed at times, I guess. Especially the ending. What happened? I'm so angered. The third, I guess, main character, why did she have to like do him so dirty? Like we were getting this nice, beautiful moment between Kai and this character, and then she went and just did that to him. Like, I don't understand why we had to do that. She did not need to do that. I liked his character. She did him so dirty, and it like actually angers me and made me just hate the book. After that, I was like, I don't even want to finish. There also was a trope in here, of course, that I'm not gonna say, but like if you read like the Cassandra Clare universe, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Why is that trope so normalized now? It's the one thing that I did like from this book was Kai and Peyton's love story, but sometimes it got a little repetitive because they were just like obvious reasons they could not be together. So they're having this romantic moment and then someone says one little thing and then they're like, oh, snap back to reality, they shut down, chapter ends. And it's like, it felt like a lot like Reckless. Like, why are we going in the same exact circle every chapter between the two characters? I guess I really just didn't vibe with this series. This was just pain. Like, this was just straight up pain. I did not enjoy my time. I don't know if I'm gonna start this book today or tomorrow. And the next book for this video is going to be Wild and Wrinkled by Lila Sage. This is the last book in the Rebel Blue Rant series. I'm very upset that this series is coming to an end, but I believe Lila Sage is coming out with like a paranormal kind of romance in the fall. This is a small town cowboy romance series. Really fun. They're really short and quick. And this is Cam and Dusty's story. And basically all I know is that it's kind of like a second chance romance. Cam is the either girlfriend or wife from the mailman character from the third book. And Dusty has been like in this small town, I think, all his life. And that's kind of all I want to know about it. I'm usually not a second chance romance girly, but I've heard a lot of good things about this one. I'm hoping there's good emotional depth to these characters and they don't kind of get into their relationship too fast. There's one book off my 25 books 2025. Let's check off another one. besties, I fear I could have finished this book and not talked to you guys the whole entire time. Like, how bad of a friend am I? I like actually could probably finish this book today, but I am currently on page 193 of this book. Like, yeah, I've almost read 200 pages in one day. It is that good. It's that digestible. I'm eating it up. I'm loving the storyline. What really is selling me for this book, and I talk about it every time I read like a second chance romance, is it's got to have some depth to it. And usually that means a like past and present timeline. This one has a past and present timeline. I'm watching these two characters obviously like fall in love and have their like startup of their connection without it being just referenced to me, because when it's just referenced in the book, I can't feel that. Especially with second chance romances, I feel like they are just very quick back into the characters both being in love with each other and having feelings for another and just jumping into everything intimately. They have not kissed yet. They have not kissed yet. Like, can this be a 5-star? It's a big possibility, which is so crazy because I am not a second chance romance girly. It's so sweet. Like, Dusty, he literally would do anything for her. Everything that he has done for Cam. Why aren't men actually like this? Why aren't men like this real? It's a lot more than just like their romance, I guess. Cam's got a lot of things going on with her, than Dusty of just like trying to feel settled, I guess. I'm already missing this world. The found family is so good. I probably will not talk to you guys till I finish it. Let's see if I give it a 5-star or not. LOL, I think I just talked for like 2 minutes and it was not recording. Hi besties. If I look sweaty and gross, it is because I am sweaty and gross. Just came back from the gym. Wanted to give you guys final update on Wild and Wrangled. 5 stars. Easiest 5 stars I think I've ever given. Maybe not the easiest, but I loved every moment. I literally loved pretty much every moment of this book. I'm obsessed with these two characters, obsessed with the story. I have so many words, but also speechless. I've said many times, I am not a second chance romance girly, but when it has a past and present timeline, usually I tend to like them a little bit more because I'm all about emotional depth. I love an emotional romance. They're like my favorite because I want to feel. It's got to be believable that these two characters that are literally just words on paper really genuinely care for each other. It was so beautiful to see these two characters like build their relationship with the small little snippets that we got as them as teenagers in high school. Dusty meant so much to Cam. As you can see, being new in this small town, having the parents that she did, like she really needed Dusty to be like that flirtatious friend. They just balanced each other out really, really well, of Dusty being kind of like the golden retriever and she's like the black cat. I loved Dusty's character. Like, he was like the perfect male main character. Found family is so good in this series. Like, it's just amazing to see. I'm really obsessed with it. I wish it was a little bit longer, but it still was like a slow burn. Like, they didn't do anything until like literally 200 plus pages in. I was like, yes. I feel like the third act conflict was a little, I was like, okay, we just had to do something. I only like 2 complaints, I guess. They're really not that deep. It took place like a lot of the time, like in the winter time, which I was not expecting. I wanted some like nice spring summer vibes with this. That, and then there were like maybe like 2 or 3 decisions that Cam made that like really just felt like, why did she have to do that? Like, it kind of just like pissed me off on like, they were kind of so out of pocket that I was like, girl, don't make me not like you right now. I'm so sad it's over. Like, I'm so depressed that I will not read another book in this series. These characters and this world, it just got better. Like, throughout the series, I mean, I didn't really love the second book. I just feel like it got better and better as the series went on, and I'm just excited to read whatever Lila Sage comes out with next. The last book that we're going to read for this video to check off of my 25 books 2025 is going to be Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan. This is my first book by Annabelle Monaghan. I've never read anything from her before. I think she's more of like a a women's fiction or like literary fiction kind of author where there's like a subplot of romance. All I know about this one is that this woman is just got a lot going on in her life. There's some heavy grief. Someone like passed away in her life, so she's dealing with that and a lot of other things. And one day she's like walking her dog and her dog ends up like pissing on this man who I think is going to be the main character. It's kind of like their romance. I heard there's just a lot of grief talked about in this book, so I know that going into it. I've heard a lot of good things about this one. Tomorrow and Thursday are going to be like 80s and sunny, so I'm really excited. This will just be like the perfect book. I'm gonna go out and tan tomorrow. I'm gonna try to read some of this while I'm out there. Obviously up to you guys with my thoughts and everything like that. So let's check another book off our 25 books 2025. Hello, so it is, I believe, the next day. Currently on page 109, chapter 15. I don't know. I don't have too much thoughts, but there are a few I would like to discuss. We really were heavy on the grief right off the bat. I mean, really, like, why? I didn't really particularly want to be sobbing on page 1. It's usually not my thing. I mean, I knew this book had a lot of grief in it, so it's not like I was surprised. Keep that in mind. I feel like this author's writing style is very interesting. I still don't know if I like it. I'm not a writer. I know nothing about literature, but I don't know if this is the right like saying, but like the sentence structure and I guess like the metaphors, it's weird. I will say Allie, our female main character, reminds me a lot of Lorelai Gilmore from Gilmore Girls. I don't know if it's just because I'm like rewatching it for like the 5th time. Like I said, the sentence structure, she likes to like joke, I guess, a lot and just reference like really random stuff. So I'm like, oh, this is Lorelai Gilmore. And I guess like one more thing is like the romance. Maybe it is a subplot, but these first 100 pages, it's been very like instant attraction-esque. It was just very heavy. It's talked about so frequently. Like obviously it's not like every single minute because our female character's got a lot of other stuff going on, but like I'm not that interested actually really at this moment. I mean, like it's fun. Yeah, I'm gonna keep reading, see how it goes. Besties, hello. We are back on the phone. Also, I don't know why, but I have a sore throat, or I'm getting a sore throat. did not need that energy right now. Sorry if you can hear the dog. I just wanted to update you guys quickly on summer romance. I'm currently on page 212. I don't remember the last time I updated you guys, like what page I was on. I have a few more thoughts, nothing like too crazy. There are a few things that I forgot to mention in the first part of me chatting, but okay, so I've never personally in my life, knock on wood, dealt with any like grief that was really like close to me. So I don't know if this is just something people do. Allie, our female main character, talking like to her mom and then having her mom's responses in her head at moments is like, it's just weird. It's like kind of giving like she's insane. Maybe that's just how she copes with things. I think that's how it is. Second one, which I feel like, I mean, it hasn't necessarily gotten better since I wrote this down, but like we haven't had the scenes with these two characters. Both Allie, our female main character, and Ethan, when they're together, I don't know why it's like their interactions and the way they talk and what they do is like giving like teenage romance. It's giving immature. It's like, I don't know why they act so immature. She's almost 40, I think, and he's like 36 or something. I just can't imagine people who are like 35 or almost 40 acting the way they are. But you can tell, like, obviously it's only Allie's point of view, but like just the way like Ethan acts and like the subtle like character cues and like eye contact and body language, I guess, that you can get from Allie's point of view. He's so in love with her. I'll just say they have some history. He's liked her for a very, very, very long time. He's like, you set the pace. Like, I'm okay with anything. Just like a little bit of you is fine. I'm like, it's definitely got more interesting and it's definitely like holding my attention a little bit more. I was expecting something different from this book, weirdly. Anyway, that's all I have to say on my updates. I will not update you guys probably before I finish the book unless, again, something big monumental happens. Let's finish up this book. I'm gonna make this outro real quick. Sorry for my appearance and my voice. I do happen to be sick. I feel like I was just sick, guys. Like, what? It is summer. I should not be sick. Anyway, I'm gonna make this short, sweet, so you guys do not have to listen to me. Final wrap up on all the books that we read in this video. I'm not gonna go too in depth on the ones I already finished. I'm just gonna do a quick thing on summer romance. Like I said, I'm under the weather, so I can't talk for too long. First one we finished was Fearless. I think I'm gonna go with the 3.5 out of 5 stars. I sat with my feelings a little bit more and I saw some TikToks on it. Yeah, I think 3.5 is good. Sorry guys, my settings were wrong. And then second book we read and finished for this video was Wild and Wrinkled. 5 stars. I still think about these characters like every day. I don't know if it was just right book, right time, you know what I'm saying? And then last but not least, I read Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan. I ended up settling on a 3-star for this. I feel like all of what I already said and kind of stayed the same. I didn't find myself like relating to anything in this book. I can see like why it's like a beautiful story between just like this woman going through all of these hardships and grief and then finding like love and balance with her life again, but like that's just something that I didn't really prefer to read about, but like I knew that's kind of like what it was, so that's not like anybody's fault. Not too much more to say about it. So that is 3 more books now off of my 25 books for 2025. Obviously by the end of the year I want to have read all of those books, but I got 3 checked off this month. I think I'm at, I don't know how many now, like 11. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to follow my socials down below, and like goodreads, my Amazon wishlist, stuff like that is down there if you want to check it out. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos from me. And I will see you guys next week for another video. Bye!